Hey guys, Alex here, and first off, let's get this out of the way. I'm a huge fan of Baby Driver. It is my favorite movie of 2017. It is a car movie, and I did like the car scenes in it. Very awesome. And my favorite car in that movie was their Subaru WRX. And as you guys know, I went to Atlanta quite recently. I actually got to see and ride in one of the Subarus used in that movie, and that was known as the T-Rex version, and that was a turbocharged, obviously, WRX. And that was used in that famous alley scene where the car does a 180 in and 180 out. But when I was talking to the guy who owned that car, he told me about 4 other Subarus, and one of those other Subarus was a 2-wheel drive version. And they all look exactly the same. They did that for film purposes. They all painted them the same color, gave them the same wing on the back, same wheel, same everything. So anyways, recently there was another Subaru came to surface. Up in Cumming, Georgia, at one of the dealerships of Subaru, they decided to sell one of these Subarus, and that is the 2-wheel drive version. And right now, I believe it's still on display at the dealership in Cumming, Georgia. I don't know anymore, now it's on auction. But anyways, here is the listing for it. And I gotta say, they did a really bad job listing this car on eBay. Do you see the title of it? It says 2006 Subaru WRX Limited. Why would you not call this Baby Driver Subaru, or Baby Driver Car, or Baby Driver Subaru WRX? Why wouldn't you do that if you want a bit more money? Right now it's just listed as this 2006 Subaru WRX Limited, and there's a subtitle underneath that, which doesn't show up in the listings when you look for it. It says Baby Driver Movie Stunt Car, but you can't find that if you type in Baby Driver Stunt Car. Watch this. Let's type in Baby Driver Stunt Car. Nothing. It's just movie props, costumes. Let's type in Baby Driver Car. And there's a point to this. And look, there's nothing here. Nothing. It says posters, some baby toys. Let's type in Baby Driver Subaru. You actually literally get baby clothes for Subaru future drivers. And then you get some other parts. Basically, it's not coming up. Let's try Baby Driver WRX. Nope, nothing. My point is, if these guys wanted to make a lot of money, they should have named this Baby Driver Subaru or Baby Driver Car. Not this. 2006 Subaru WRX Limited. I think they're really limiting their playing field by calling it that. But anyway, that's besides the point. This is the 2-wheel drive version used in Baby Driver. And as I said, when I was up in Atlanta, riding one of the other Subarus, I found out there were 5 other cars used in this movie, and I got to ride in one of them. That was pretty awesome. If you want to see that, I'll put the link in the description. You can watch that. But let's talk about this 2-wheel drive version. So this is in Cumming, Georgia. You can see in the pictures, it's on display right there in the dealer's room. You can't magnify the pictures though. See this? I hover my mouse over my cursor over the picture. You can't magnify for some reason, but there's the engine right there. Here's the back. Right here, it's hard to see, but there is damage on the left quarter panel here. And my friend was telling me that damage happened when the car was being chased by those 5 or 6 police cars. I think at some point the car lost control, and that's where that damage came from on the left quarter panel. It's hard to see from this picture. There's the wheels. Here's the interior. Looks pretty cool. I don't see the hydraulic e-brake that was on the other car that I rode in. But as I said, there's 5 different versions. They weren't all made the same. They made this one 2-wheel, so I guess it could drift better or easier. There's a few more pictures. The Georgia certificate of title. So yeah, this is the listing on eBay. Seller's name is Lost Boy. But yeah, you get a description here. Original color was gray, and it's being sold, and it was used as a stunt car in the movie Baby Driver. This vehicle, look at this is where I am. This vehicle was converted to rear-wheel drive and received an upgraded rear differentials, as well as 2004 STI turbo, and it was tuned by some guy named Doug Wilkes at WBW Motorsport. Oh, this is also used in the music video Chase Me by Danger Mouse. Big Boy and Run and the Jewels. And it was also used by Subaru and Sony for the LA Premiere Red Carpet event. This is a running and driving car. It contains some dings and scratches from the filming of the movie. Overall condition is good. There's more details here. What's pretty cool here is you can actually look at the vehicle history report. So look at this. Accident check. There were 4 reported incidents or accidents. Let's check them out. So there was an accident in 2007 in Georgia, also an accident in 2013, and then another accident in 2014, and then another accident in 2015. I wonder if that includes the movie damage. I don't know, because I believe the movie was filmed in 2016. Not sure. But yeah, here's some more stuff. The odometer check. So as of 2006, it had 96 miles, but 1 year later, it had 18,000 miles. 6 years later, it had 124,000 plus miles, and then 2014, 128,000 miles. Jeez, that's some serious driving there. Okay, this is pretty cool. Detailed vehicle history here. So yeah, this car was born and bred. Well, it wasn't born, but it was definitely raised in Georgia. So, this is all vehicle history stuff. Police reports an accident, 2015. I wonder if you can see what kind of accident it was in specifically. I guess if you got the case number and cross-referenced it with police reports, maybe. And then there was a manufacturer recall last year. Let's see what the manufacturer recall was for. The Takata inflator recall expansion. Here's a glossary for whatever reason. If you don't know your terminology. What else we got here? Yeah, I found this fascinating. I love movie cars, and the fact is, Baby Driver was my favorite. Well, it's currently my favorite movie of 2017. Definitely my favorite modern movie. Shipping and payment. So let's see. This vehicle is available for local pickup. They can arrange shipping through UShip. Simply review the available shipping options below. Choose the option that best suits you. Hey, these shipping prices are pretty cheap. Look at that. If I pay $370, I can get this shipped through Truck It Transport Co. That's not bad at all for that shipping. I mean, if you're gonna spend what, 8,000 bucks on this, which I don't imagine this will stay at 8,000. I'm sure it'll get a little bit higher, despite the really poor advertising on eBay. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy walked away with his car for maybe $10,000. That's really cheap. And the fact is, you can probably sell this to like a car museum or a movie car museum for loads more than this. But yeah, I found this very fascinating. There's some pretty good reference pictures, even though you can't magnify it. But rest assured, when I saw the T-Rex WRX in Atlanta, I took tons of reference pictures. But yeah, this is this. And they added like a big Subaru sticker on the rear window right there. I hope that comes off easily, because I would not want that on my movie car. That's definitely not seen in the movie. That's cool though. This auction ends in 9 days on 8/25. Which day? That's a Friday. August 25, 2017. So if you are a fan of this movie, this would really suit your needs. Man, I wish somebody would just buy this car for me. That would be so freaking awesome. I would drive it around for a little bit and then I'd put it on display somewhere. Like maybe put it on display in a car museum, but always claim my ownership to it. But yeah, that's very cool that they're selling this. But why would they sell this? They can just leave it in their dealership. You know, attract more customers. Like even people who aren't specifically looking to buy a Subaru might be coming to look for this car. And then they look around and go, wow, these Subarus are pretty awesome, maybe I'll buy a Subaru. If you want to see myself riding in one of these Subaru Baby Driver movie cars, I'll put the link in the description. It's not this car that I drove. This one's a 2-wheel drive version. The one I rode in was a 4-wheel drive version, and it was super fast. But this one's definitely pretty cool looking. Definitely, I guess it'd be a lot easier to drift in a 2-wheel drive than a 4-wheel drive. But it can be done. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this car. It's beautiful. And, you know, there are some, you know, dings, like in that left quarter panel, and there's probably a few more on it, I'm assuming. But those dings are battle scars to be worn with pride. You know, someone asks about the dings, you tell them they happened in the movie Baby Driver.